Hello there, great person. Welcome back to Let's Watch some ORB, Movements of the Earth, today with episode 11, Terras. And I do think we'll probably go to the Inquisition today with Novak. And sorry that I didn't put up an episode for 2 weeks now, but there have been holidays. I was off the grid and then I had a business trip. But we're back. Can't wait to see where this is going. And I'm really looking forward to... I'm not looking forward to hopefully I hope no one dies here. That's God. I mean, Rafa was bad enough. Let's just hope that won't happen. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and do check out my web novel, which is also about corrupted beliefs a bit and science versus religion, though it also plays in a fantasy world, the dream after life. Anyway, let's have some fun with ORB here. Let's go.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
Okay, so how famous is Novak? Man, I love his voice so much, man. Also, how old are they? Like 14? Oh, God. And she hasn't told you what she really does. God. Yes, what is that? Oh, God. Breaking? Oh, God. Oh, it's paperwork. It's so dark. Man, I love it though. Like, the characterization fits him so well. I mean, he's already very well characterized, but him being like, the worst thing about torturing and ending someone is the paperwork he has to fill out. That's so dark, man. Holy frick. Oh, God, man. That is well. Oh, really? He is. Brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Ooh. You know what would be really fricked if they got to Yolanda and arrested her and tortured her and he can't do anything and stuff. Man, oh God, what's gonna happen then? I would do it like that as a writer, I think. That is a good question. Man, and he also looks so much like Zeke. No. Oh, God. He might have been a researcher that was foiled or something, or disrupted. What do you say? Abandoned? Whatever, you know what I mean. Oh, hello, Anthony. But don't you like them? What? Yes. That's true, though. So, I believe this is probably realistic because money is often a reason to not do something, but would you really defund your like elite torture troops? It's basically like saying the painter, which is like the dude who was thrown off or not admitted to art school in my country. those people, like his followers, it was like saying they wouldn't finance the the SS or the SA because of too much money. Like, no way in hell, I feel, but I don't know. It also might really be because money is, for some people, a moving thing, you know. Isn't it dangerous to antagonize an Inquisitor when he could just, like, frame you and kill you? Like, what the fuck, man? Man, Antonio's gonna die here. Yeah, I do think he will frame him more stuff, man. I would probably do that if I was an asshole. Ooh, he's the bishop's son. Even worse. That's cool. It's so funny, man. I like that though. It's very often that the politicians don't do, or I count him as a politician here. That politicians or people in these positions don't do what they preach. For example, in COVID times, there were several politicians who just met up and they told everyone to not meet up. For example, like let's very basic stuff. So, or there are people who preach about climate change and like save it, and then they go everywhere by plane, even if they could take a train. Which is like, I get some, in that case, I even get some of the arguments why they do it, but it's like, it looks really bad. It looks really bad because I do think if you are preaching something, you should be the first to live it, to show others that it is worthwhile. Because isn't that beautiful? If you succeed in what you believe in and others then can follow suit, you know what I mean? But okay. Let's see. Terror. It's a good TV show as well. The Terror, season 1. Oh God, who's she gonna torture? Yes, and what's that, lying? Yeah, I was afraid you would say that. That's such a catch-22 in a way. As a woman, I think. Oh God. So witch. But you know, that's the thing. If you think they're guilty and you have to prove it, like proving that someone is guilty. I mean, you can do that, like with evidence. No, you can't. Like, you can't prove it. You can just make the proof convincing enough so people believe it. You know, like you can't. You cannot disprove someone. Like, what is it? One of the two you can. Man, it's late a bit. I'm sorry. So, is it innocent? You can't prove. Let me think. Proving your innocence is the fricky thing. You know, because how can you prove your innocence sometimes? Like, no, Jesus frick, are you gonna take her nails? I mean, investigate. I mean, that's the way it was, as far as I understand, in the Soviet Union as well. You just had to point to your neighbor and be like, he's a spy or anything, and they would just come for him. And people used that to get up the ranks in part, which is really fucked. Oh God, thumb screws, yeah. But they volunteered for that, didn't they know? What the frick? She's playing possum, I think. Oh no, she isn't. Oh God. No, God. Oh, this is making me really uncomfortable. I think they're just crushed. I'm not sure. But she's tied, like her hands are tied behind her back. How is that logistically? Like, what are they doing? I guess it can work. Oh God. Just lie. Man, I would lie. That's the problem though. That's the problem though in this situation. If they are under time pressure, which I do think they might not be, and I think I've talked about this, but she could now just lie and give some names. Would they be satisfied? They might be like, yeah, we didn't find evidence though, so you haven't told us all names, and then she would start lying again and stuff. You know, it's like such a horrid situation. But it's a very dumb way to get information out of people, I guess. Like, when are you really sure that it's the truth they say? Oh God. He didn't say now, he said hurry. Jesus Christ, man. Why did you sign up for this, you stupid idiot?
あなたが例の森に出入りしているのは
Yeah, why did you do that? There were probably reasons. Jesus Christ, man. There was probably another reason, and that's the fucked up thing.
早く終わらせたいでしょ
I mean, the bad thing is, though, he wants it to be over so he can do his paperwork, so he's done. Also, if she probably has another, like, prediction time. My prediction is she has another secret while she went to the woods, and she thinks she cannot say that. She would probably do something very bad to another person or something. So she can't say it. So she can't defend herself with what she really did. I think that might be something. In case she was only foraging, I don't know. I don't know.
もっと回して
Oh god. Yeah. Oh god, man. I wonder why he's doing it. Why is he following these commands? And I'm not saying it in, like, I don't mean to say it like the way as in, why is he doing it? He shouldn't do it. Like, he shouldn't do it, but like, you know, but more like, what is driving him to do this? Is it the peer pressure from his, or like the superior pressure? Is it because of his faith? Is it because he wants to climb up the career ladder? He didn't react to that when Novak said that, but who knows? Like, why does he do that? Why does he listen to him torture this person? Why?
じゃない
Jesus Christ, man. Bye. Is the light gonna go out when he does it? I was afraid this would happen. I knew it. God. This is really nasty, man. I think things like these are the worst torture scenes. So, because there is like the doubt and stuff and uncertainty, and you are really in like, what the fuck are they doing here? And I feel it's even worse that we don't know. We don't know if he perhaps even really is in the forest meeting up with someone, or perhaps she has a secret that she's not sharing with them because for personal reasons, or she was just foraging. We don't know. That makes it even more horrifying to me, because there's unknown in her and not like proof. You know what I mean? And he's just like, yeah, standing there. The other one, yeah, other thumb. Yeah. That was a really hard edit.
じゃあ喋ってください
Jesus Christ, man.
偶然たどり着いたわけないでしょ
Why not? Because you believe in God.
回して
What I'm wondering though is, and I can't really give a good estimate, she doesn't seem very cooperative in that. If I was in that situation, I would specifically ask them, perhaps I wouldn't, because I would be like shitting my pants literally. But if I wasn't shitting my pants literally, I would be like, what do you want from me specifically? I will try my best to give it to you. And if I don't understand you, I will tell you so we can work it out. Like, I know that's like, but I know it probably wouldn't work for me either with that tactic, but that's what I would do. Has anyone ever heard a torture scene where someone did that? Because she's just like, oh, why is this happening to me? I'm not giving you information. Like, she just once said something regarding the questions. Like, that feels realistic, but it feels dumb a bit. And I'm in the comfy chair here. I might be a real asshole here, but I'm like, he asked you questions. You once said you were foraging. You never addressed it. You just begged him to stop. Why aren't you trying to make him understand more? Like, that's perhaps what I want. But I get her though. Like, it's realistic as shit, but it's like my comfy chair thing, you know? Is it crushing the joint, or is it crushing her bone? That's also a thing. It's probably a lie. Oh god. It's interesting that that would also be seen as a lie to them, that she's like, God help me. That's because that would be like, if she really was guilty, that would be a very clever way to get out of it. It's confirmation bias. If you already think she's guilty, you will see everything as a tactic and a ruse. Interestingly, like, that's what happens in one of the storylines in my web novel as well. there are people, let's say, I don't want to spoil it, but if you read it, you know what I'm talking about. But there are people in a very dire situation. They are caught, like, basically they're being blamed for extremely horrid stuff, and they're innocent and we know it. But like the people capturing them, they will not listen to them. And in my book, it's even worse. They first tried to pretend, like one of the two people that's caught in one of these situations tried to pretend that she was guilty to save a friend, you know, and then they realized they're so in shit, you know, and then it's like really bad. And then like there's a scene, I think, where she thinks like, man, if I told her now, like the person kept having them captured and like torturing them, humiliating them, and trying to get stuff out of them. Like if I would now tell them that I'm innocent, I couldn't prove it because she's cut off from her magic, and like I couldn't prove it, and she wouldn't believe me. Whatever I said, so she pretends more and she tries to hold on, and because it's the afterlife and they live pretty long, these people. Like she doesn't know how long it will be, how long her suffering will be, that she herself chose to save a friend. But, you know, that's why these situations, I think they are very good writing scenarios. I mean, if you want to read more about this situation, check out my web novel. So, it's free. It's free. Yeah, you're fired, mate.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. Well, like, not funny, but it's really evil. And he's doing it. Yes. That's what I thought. Okay, so it's both of what I thought. So she really did go to the Black Mass, and it's because her brother is sick, and she did something she didn't want them to find out because her brother's in it. Couldn't she just have lied? Couldn't she just have said, my neighbor told me I could get black herbs, and I tried to spy on them because I wanted to be truthful to God? They probably wouldn't believe that, but I mean, it's worth a try. I know Normak wouldn't believe it, but that's so sad. You know what? The bad thing is you just told them you to try to be one. You just told them you tried to be a witch, because I guess their definition of witch is pretty loose, probably. So if you try to use magic berries, you are a witch. Yeah, but when is it medicine and when is it a potion? Who sets the rules on, like, who sets that distinction in these times? What's a medicine and what's a potion? The church. And because you got this from the black market, it is automatically a potion. And I don't know if potion is even the right word, but like the witch, like the witchy equivalent of a medicine. You know what I mean? It's really weird because they didn't have science in this, like not that empirical science we have nowadays. So just tried a bunch of shit, and the church is like, yeah, this works, I think, and God, this is okay and this is not okay. We're just arbitrary in parts, but that's, oh my God. Man, I knew something like this would be the thing. Yeah, but he will continue now, I guess. Oh, really? So she didn't want to rat out her neighbor. That's realistic. Like, that's really realistic. I'm currently reading a very good book. It is called, I don't know what it's called in English, but I just know the German title, so I would translate it as In Principle Good, which is from a Dutch researcher or journalist who looks at research, and what the research seems to indicate is that in extreme situations people are good and not evil. And he's, for example, using Lord of the Flies, which is so interesting as an example. And there are more, but that's one of the interesting things. Like he says, like in Lord of the Flies, there's like this group of young boys stranded on an island, and they start to, like, because there is freedom there, they start to degrade and in the end murder each other in part, and are really cruel and torturous and evil people. And because they just want to have fun, and the people wanting this societal ideas preserved are like, they're shed on and stuff. And actually there existed in reality a similar situation where 6 boys got stranded on an island, like about that age. They got stranded on an island that was a lot harsher than in the book Lord of the Flies, and they are still the best friends 50 years. And they were holding, like when one of them broke their leg, the others were like, you know what, lie down there, we will do your work. It's okay, man, you take a rest. And if they started to have arguments, they were like, hey, you go to this part of the aisle, go to that part of the aisle, and in 2 hours you come back. Like, I don't know, they didn't know 2 hours, obviously, but and then you come back and you say, I'm sorry. And then it was okay again. And they survived 1.5 years. Like on an island where other people that were even survivalists, they tried to survive there for fun, and they had to be taken off the island. But these boys, like 12 years old, they survived together on that island. They built a shed. They kept the fire going, and they held together. So in these terrible situations, you would, like, the psychological thing would be to holding together, not stabbing yourself on the back. So I do think it's probably pretty realistic that she would have not told her here on her. That's more realistic, even she not telling on her. I guess with more torture perhaps, but like, because in the end you're probably, that's, I mean, it's an uplifting message though. So anyway, but another thing I want to talk about is though that she threw her brother under the bus potentially here because she mentioned him. And I would have not mentioned the brother at all. Not even if I decided to rat out my neighbor, I would not in 1,000 years have done that. Also, she went into the forest. Why did she rat out her neighbor? Couldn't she have said it was a traveling merchant she didn't know? And I know that doesn't excuse ratting out on someone and lying and stuff. Like, it doesn't excuse it. But if she wants to protect the neighbor and wants to do the not really lesser evil, but another evil that might be easier on her conscience, perhaps. I know this is complicated, but you know what I mean. Like, if she wants to protect her neighbor and her brother, she should have kept her mouth shut, which is hard and harsh and horrible. But like just like from a logistical perspective, I'm not thinking here in a this is what she should have done, and obviously, but it's more like if her aim was to save those two, that's what she should have done. If her aim was to just save her brother, she should have told on her neighbor. And if she wanted, to just get out of it, that's like this situation. So she now seems that she just wanted to get out, which is sad, very sad. Yeah, what will Novak say here? Oh man. It's so interesting. He's asking them, and he's not expecting to be like beaten or tortured himself as a heretic or something by Novak. I don't know if I see that incorrectly, that there's the thing. Yeah, you can't dialogue because she was not dialoguing. But yeah, he's like obviously saying no. Oh god, what's that? What's that? God's evil light. Why is there a good evil light? God's evil light. Interesting. Yeah. That's so interesting. We're just doing what we're told. That's what many people in my country said as well. And I do think they believed it. And sometimes it's even worse. I know I've talked about this book a lot in different reaction series, so I will just briefly mention it. But there's a book called Ordinary Man. It's a Polish police unit in World War II, Poland. Like, they came from Germany, and they rounded up some people with the star sign. Let's put it like that, because of demonetization. But they were told, like, shoot them in the face, and they didn't shoot them in the face because they were told. They shot them in the face because otherwise the people standing next to or behind them might have had to do it, and they didn't want their conscience sullied, and they rather killed their own conscience, which is even worse. So they try to, again, be good people to their friends. Like, it's a bit of a perverse version of this thing I said with being good. Like, they try to be good people in this situation to their friends, and they didn't even justify it. They were like, otherwise they have to do it, so better I do it. And yeah. And also, very interestingly, though, to put it a bit in a more, and not in a complete, but to give it a more positive message a bit, that it's still horrid, but at least it's something that only 10% of the people kept shooting. I think all the I think several people did just go, and no one forced them to shoot anyone. I think no one was really forced. They were just told, you, like, if this happens, you are X, but nothing ever happened. And the author of that book says about this police unit, he says they knew that nothing might happen. So, you know, very, very dark place, though. But why do you preserve the world? Couldn't there be a better one? Shouldn't you always strafe for that? Love the music, though. Terror. Okay, so you want to spread terror. I mean, I guess that's fine. That's a very Hobbesian idea, though. This is Hobbes. This is Hobbes, though. Hobbes is basically saying we would all be savages, save for if there is a structure controlling us, for example, a government or a belief system or anything. Like, there's an entity controlling us, so we don't become savages killing everything. And it's just more and more literature points towards that not being the case. It's though something that people in power don't really like to admit, because their power is based on it. And it's very funny as well. You know what's funny? During Hurricane Katrina, there was a lot of horrid stuff in the news, and most of it turned out to be false. And most people that were killed in Hurricane Katrina, I think, as far as I understand, were from the military being sent in, and they were afraid that people were rioting and stuff. So they sent in the military to bring order. The military shot people, and those were people that just looted in controlled manners to get medicine, food to other people. And so the most of the deaths were from the military, I think. You have to look that up, though. I haven't checked it that extensively. It's just something I heard, but apparently it fits with the overall idea, though, of the being good. So that there is a lot of looting in these like catastrophic times, but it's looting that is guided and often helped by the police as well, just to get people that are needing help. Because that's what is very often observed in catastrophic situations, that people who need help will get help. That's one of the most primal drives when there is a catastrophe, help the people that are hurt. We were in the World Trade Center as well, by the way. And they were going down the stairs, and the hurt people were let through by everyone. And everyone was like, why did you let the hurt person through when you panicked? And they were like, yeah, but they were hurt. You know, and it's a very, very interesting thing. So what he's saying here is that, and often, by the way, this everyone's an egoist is based on the elites being egoists and projecting down on other people. So, I mean, it's very interesting to know. So, oh God. No, it's his daughter. Yeah, training the recruits. Interesting. Why, though? Because it's his daughter. Oh, God. So, did they just let the woman in peace? The cosmos, okay. Bam! That's it. That's what I just said. That's why the people shot them in the face. This reason. So horrifying. Like a perverted version of care. Holy shit, man. Yeah. He's seen it too often, I guess. Or he's a psychopath.
あんなになれる時が来るのかな。
Probably not, though. No. I do think, from my understanding, the psychological literature indicates that you will just scar your soul more and more and get traumatized. And if you enjoy it, you will do it more and more. And if you don't care, you will not care. But I don't think you will ever learn to do it, really, in most cases. No. Why do you have to go on? Why do you want to be this? Okay, I mean, you think you're saving humanity. Brilliant, brilliant. Thanks, mate. So, let's see. Oh, God. I'm so curious to see if Noah will be in the whole anime. Because if there's another time skip, he might be dead. Oh, God, man. Oh, what's gonna happen here? And the jolly music, man. I'm so anxious here. Oh, there's Yolanta. Oh, God, man. I mean, that's a nice keg. Oh, she's not drinking. At least that. Oh, God, it's her. It's her. It's her. Yep. Oh, God, man. Is one of them gonna escape? Better hide it, mate. Like, copy it and hide it somewhere with your name. Interesting. Oh, God. Yeah. Yes. Oh, God, man, don't make me so anxious. Ah, mate. Yeah, I mean, I know, but oh, God, fuck, man. God. Good fucking God, man. That's so bad. It's so bad, man. Yes, oh, God, man. Though, I mean, if one of them escapes, they know it can be done. I mean, you know what I mean? But, holy shit, man. Yes? Yeah. Yeah, what will you do now? Republic in the southwest. Paris? Paris, I think. Might be. Yeah. Interesting, yeah. It's not enough, mate. You're gonna get done in. Yeah, you're fucking dead, man. I think he's dead as well, man. This will be a real shit show. This will be a real shit show. But he's got death flags. Like, because he says he will tutor, he wouldn't do that. He doesn't give a shit about people. So this is character development. Oh, God. No, man. So, Yolanta, what will you do? Will you get fucked up by your father? And then, what are you gonna do? Oh, that's cool. Huh? That's cool. So, I mean, he basically learns to read, and yeah. That's cool. That's really nice. You're gonna die, mate. They're all gonna fucking die, aren't they? They all have so many beautiful plans now. Jesus fucking Christ. And we know the Inquisition is there. Oh, God, what's gonna happen? Yeah. Really? But couldn't she excuse it as being a spy as well? Couldn't you always excuse it by, like, yeah, I was spying, here's all the information. And then you have to give them real information. That's the crux, the problem, because you don't want to do that, right? So, but yeah.
自分の名前でちゃんと論
Oh god, she's gonna die as well. Man, I see so many death flags here. I might be paranoid, but oh Jesus, fucking fuck, man.
がそういう前例を作れたら更新も
Holy shit, man, yeah. It's a very, very nice thing to do, though.
一役変えたらなと。
The sad thing, though, is that no one would. You know, the people like Oshi, there are not many of that like that, unfortunately, I feel. Because we do have, like, every one of you has in your pocket probably everything you need to, like, if you want to learn something, that's there. You can learn what you want. No boundaries really anymore. You can't get certificates in many countries, but if you wanted, you could take like let's take this for example. I mean, how much time do I spend on my novel and YouTube? Like, I do have my job, I do have my children and my wife and my family, and next to that I spend every week like 8 to 10 hours on that. So I would say everyone has 8 to 10 hours to do something where I would say it's worthwhile and like it's a hobby that's productive. You know, and I don't mean like relaxing, which I do as well. Very rarely, though, and probably not enough, but I do also have like 1 hour a day relaxing or something. So everyone has, I would assume 8 to 10 hours if they are planned through every week where they could learn whatever the fuck they wanted. I mean, yeah, you can also do sports, which I would also consider learning. Like, you could go do some sports, go to like a football club or something, but you have it in your pocket. Everything you need. Everything. There are tutorials, there are books, there are articles, blogs, like everything's in your freaking pocket. You know, and I know of very few people who use it. I really do hope, though, that ChatGPT will change that. Because I've heard people that are normally not using their phones for things other than looking at cats or weird people who advertise makeup or whatever the fuck they are advertising, I don't know. But since they have ChatGPT, they ask ChatGPT stuff about the world. And I really do hope that's what ChatGPT at least will do, or these LLMs, that they will make people just ask there any stuff they want to know. And I do think, even if it should give them wrong information, at least they asked it and they get some information, they can check it, cross-check it if they really are interested. But I do think that's perhaps even what is needed, that there is something, and I know an LLM is not a real person, but it has the illusion of it, and the people I know that I'm speaking of, they interact with it as if it were a person. So you basically have someone who's always friendly and will always tell you the things you asked it. And perhaps that's what was missing, or like before we had the like with these, when we just had Wikipedia and stuff, you had to shift through it yourself and all that stuff, and you might not have known how to research. But nowadays you just have to ask your phone, literally ask your phone, for example, what were the worldviews in the past 2,000 years in Europe? Heliocentrism. Please list them. Like, you just need to ask your fucking phone that right nowadays, and you can. So I do hope that will bring some positive change, because I've seen a lot of negative stuff about generative AI and stuff, and I get a lot of the arguments as well. But like, I do hope that's the part where we will really grow as people and as a society again, and that might be something countering anti-intellectualism. That you can just ask your phone, and you can, like, you should understand that you need to cross-check, and you should do that, but you know what I mean. Anyway. So everyone being able to study freely, like, not get a certificate freely, but yeah.
昔組合の先輩が言ってたんです。
Oh yeah. It is indeed good to have dreams. Really good.
なら、その言葉の意味。
Who's gonna get gobbled up first? Is it Yolanta? It has to be Yolanta because it's no work.
くらいは悲劇に耐えられる気がします。
So you're gonna get tortured for a week. Brilliant, I think. And there he is.
で、今どうなっているんですか？
Yeah.
に大体は完成したんですけど。
Oh god. Novak's already there.
接するものじゃ。自分の考えを
Okay, it's more than one, I think.
せっかく文字にしたら人に見せなきゃ。
That's true.
いやあ、ヨレンタ。
Okay.
こっちまで来てね、せっかくだから驚かせ。
Okay. Will he save Yolanta? Will Novak save Yolanta? I think he will, because the first thing he said when he first tortured someone was something about his family. I will go home to my family, be a father or something. I hope that he at least spares Yolanta. Holy shit.
だよ。
Oh, he knows him. Yeah, I remember he knows him. Oh god.
私の父です。
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his voice. God, this is so fucking scary though. But he should recognize him, right? I don't know how well he recognizes faces. Oh, but then he doesn't know as well. Uh-oh.
何をされて。
I love that he asked that.
まあ、ちょっとした生殖関
I helped the church. He's such an asshole.
係は仕事を忘れたいものだよ。
See, I believe him. I believe that. I do believe that. Oh, God.
コール、立派なお仕事なのでは？
まあ、いろ
Jesus Christ, mate. Oh, God, this is so fucking intense.
目とどういった関係で？
But then he has to say it. You will fuck it up.
の通り私らは普段村の教会
Yeah.
あまり飲みすぎちゃいけませんね。
It's funny, though. Yeah.
私的に天文や占星術の研究もしてます。
I love that he just tells him that. That's interesting. He probably... Does he know that he's an Inquisitor, or is he just arrogant here? Oh, fuck, man, you're too arrogant. This is gonna kill you.
こうやって時々勉強会をさ
Interesting. What will he do here? It's not that bad a tactic to be almost doing the air. Yeah, he might still do something different later, but you know, that's a good tactic. Being close to the truth, but veiling, you know, I don't know how to pronounce that word, the details that would get them into problems.
生殖に勤めていながらさらに研究
Oh god, he's fucking with them. Man, the voice actor. I know you, voice actor. I don't know your name, I love you, but I know this is your I'm gonna fucking fuck you up voice, and he's trolling them. That's his troll voice. I know that voice actor so well, that's his troll voice. Oh god.
ありがとうございます。
Oh god, man, I'm so afraid. I'm so fucking afraid for all of them. Not all of them are gonna get out of here alive. Like, out of this room, but not out of the storyline. Why doesn't he recognize him, though?
では、
Oh, interesting.
突然すいませんでした。
Will he abduct her, and they have to save her? Will he be an asshole father?
いえいえ機会があればまたぜひ
Why doesn't he recognize him? I think he's fucking with them. Oh god, what's he gonna do? Go after her. He's gonna take her. Man, fuck, man, I'm so anxious. No, you're not safe. Are you stupid?
らしいぞ世俗のやつ特有の気
No, so he was too arrogant.
たった今
Yeah. Why don't you open with he's an Inquisitor? Just open with that.
ヨレンタさんの父親に会ってて
Ah, he was masked. Okay.
人は
ちょっと、
Ah, thank fuck. He's going for them. I mean, I hope he didn't do anything to Yolanta here. I don't know. We don't have enough character development from him to know. See? That's why I would have opened with he's an Inquisitor. So now, but Dinny doesn't know that still. Oh god. I love his face so much. He looks so much like Zeke as well.
娘は一人で馬車に乗せ
Thank fuck. Oh, thank fuck he sent her away. I'm so afraid for her.
異端審問官やってまして
I mean, okay, so he told them, so... Oh, God, yeah. I'm not, like, I'm really fucking mad that the episode's over, but I'm just done. I'm just so done, man. Oh, God, is he gonna kill Yolenta? I'm unsure if he might do that. Anyway, I was just like, oh, God, man. Anyway. We will continue soon. Well, we'll get more heart attacks. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. Also, if you liked what I said about my web novel, check that out. Comment, follow. I'm so done. Anyway, I will see you next week. Take care of yourself as always. Bye.